A very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. For the News First team, I'm Yuki Pasha. Let's start off with a look at your headlines for this afternoon.
8 suspects including Gotabaya Rajapaksa acquitted from the avant-garde case. Non-executive state sector employees continue their trade union action. Increase in rainfall over certain parts of the island. Howdy Modi, Trump hails Indian Prime Minister at historic Texas rally.
Now on to your lead story this afternoon. A tense situation was reported at the Department of Immigration and Immigration premises due to the trade union action launched by the state employees. The people opposed the decision made by the Department of Immigration and Immigration not to accept the passport applications under the normal service. Due to this, a tense situation was reported at the premises of the Department of Immigration and Immigration. Vehicular movement was also disrupted due to the protest. However, the situation was brought under control after it was announced that the applications will be accepted under the one-day service. Meanwhile, the non-executive state employees engaged in the trade union action, citing salary anomalies. However, the Department of Immigration and Immigration is currently accepting applications under the normal service. In your weather update, the Met Department says that some areas in the southern, Sabaragamuwa, central and western provinces will experience heavy rainfall of more than 150 millimeters. Meteorologist on duty Malinda Millangoda said that heavy rainfall of more than 75 millimeters is expected in the northwestern, north, Uva and eastern provinces.
Several low-lying areas near Galle town were inundated by heavy rains. The Yakkala-Mulla-Imaduwa road in Galle is submerged by the flooding of the Pollatu-Modara river. Our correspondent stated that the traffic was disrupted due to this situation. According to our correspondent, several low-lying areas in Matara, Akurassa, Malimbada, Tellijavala and Karagoda Uyangoda areas have been inundated due to the inclement weather. It is reported that the water level of the Nilvala River is at a very high level with the recent rainfall. Due to the overflowing of the Nilvala River, the Akurassa, Siambalagoda, Panadugama area have been completely inundated. These are some visuals of roads and houses in Akurassa, Balakavala and Rajagalgoda post in Matara. Our correspondent noted that the people are still living in these houses. According to our correspondent, a boat service has been launched for the convenience of the people in the area with the intervention of the Navy and Army personnel. Nearly 1,000 acres of paddy fields in the area were inundated due to the floods. Several places in Kankane, Kotmaduwa and Valigama areas on the Matara Expressway are underwater. With the heavy rains, the water level in the Modara River has risen. Heavy rains in Uvaparnagama Valimada have caused many waterfalls to overflow. Our correspondent noted that there is a risk of earth slips along the Badulla-Nuvarelia road. The Badulla Disaster Management Unit has announced the use of alternative routes causing the heavy rains.
Now on to another headline-making story. Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka today ordered the release of 8 suspects, including Gotabaya Rajapaksa, in the case filed by the Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption.
The Chief Magistrate said the 8 suspects were acquitted from the charges and that the Bribery and Corruption Commission had no objection to re-prosecuting the 8 suspects. 4 out of 8 named Gotabaya Rajapaksa, Somatilaka Disanayaka, Jayaratna Pereira and Sisirakumara Kolombage appeared before the Colombo Chief Magistrate's Court today. Their lawyers assumed the responsibility of informing the 4 suspects that did not appear in court. However, Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jayaratna informed the court that the magistrate had issued a warrant for the arrest of Sujata Dayamanti Jayaratna, the former Senior Assistant Secretary of the Ministry of Higher Education, who was named as the 8th suspect in the case. Steps would be taken to remove her warrant when appearing to the courts. The Commission to investigate allegations of bribery or corruption has filed this case in the Colombo Chief Magistrate Court, alleging that the government has incurred a loss of 11.4 billion rupees by allowing avant-garde maritime services to operate a floating armory.
In your local news, residents of Nazigama are severely inconvenienced due to a road constructed obstructing the Nazigama bus stand. This is the Nazigama bus stand. Our correspondent said that due to the construction of this road, operations at the bus stand are disrupted. Residents of the area visited the Nazigama Pradesh Sabha, North Central Provincial Council and the Passenger Transport Authority to voice this issue before the responsible authorities. But the answer that these residents received was that these authorities have no connection with the said road or the bus stand. Residents are demanding that these public property be given proper value. 7 people were injured following an accident that occurred at the 10th milepost area in Karwalagasweva in Puttlam.
The accident had occurred when a van travelling from Vanathavilluva to Nazigama collided with a bus carrying army soldiers from Talava to Puttlam. The bus had made an attempt to overtake another bus carrying army soldiers and collided with it before it collided with a van. The injured were 7 women who were working at a garment factory. Police said the injured are receiving treatment at the Puttlam base hospital, while one of the injured is in critical condition. The bus driver was arrested by the police.
JV PMB Sunil Hantota expressed the following views at an event held in Kilinochchi.
We can observe over the past 10 years, roads and buildings have been constructed, infrastructure has been established. I'm comparing this with the estate workers. The estate workers are in the same situation during the pre- and post-war era. There is no point in building things. However, these governments who invested money have failed to win the hearts of the people. Even the so-called parties of the Tamil people, such as Tamil National Alliance, have failed to represent your issues. Even over the past 10 years, this government was not able to provide any clue of the missing people or were not able to do justice for them. The main leaders of the LTTE received posts in the government. Ministry was given to Karuna Amman. Pillayan received a governor position. However, the youth who involved in none of these are at the prison. This government has failed to provide answers for these. Now there is a difference between you and the people in the south. People in the south trust us. However, they don't vote for us. You do not trust the TNA. However, you provide your vote to them. The people in south, though they trust us, they have not voted for us because they thought we will not win. However, the people in the south have changed. They hope for victory by building their confidence. That is why this presidential election is at a level where no one can emerge victorious.
Police have opened fire at a car that continued to proceed without heading orders to stop. The incident took place in Hurevela Junction in Katuwana. The police were stationed at the Hurevela Junction in Katuwana to carry out an inspection based on a tip-off received for transporting cows illegally. The police had shot at the wheel of the car and arrested one suspect while 2 others fled the scene. During the interrogation of the suspect, it was revealed the group was returning from Mathura after transporting the cow. Thereafter, police took measures to take the cow to their custody in Mathura. The arrested suspect is a 44-year-old resident of Meedala, while investigations are currently underway to arrest the suspects who fled the scene. The War Heroes Memorial at Royal College, Colombo was unveiled this morning. Chief of Defence Staff Admiral Ravindra Vijay Gunaratana presided over the function.
The monument was opened to commemorate the royalists who died in the war. 48 past pupils of Royal College, Colombo have sacrificed their lives for the motherland. They paid floral tributes to the War Heroes Memorial. Members of the family of the War Heroes, alumni of the Royal College, Colombo, and many school children were present at the occasion.
These true sons of Royal, names are engraved in granite in this pillar which is forever. We will never forget them. But I can assure you that we, the Royalists and the nation, will never forget them. We will remember these 48 war heroes with these words. They shall not grow old, as that we are left grow old. The age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and at the morning. We will remember them.
And with that, it's a wrap of lunchtime news. For the News First team, I'm Yuki Poshia. Take care and good day.